Hi, Charmaine from Smarter Selling. So right now, as you can imagine, we've been asked a lot about telephone techniques, how your team can grow the business quickly through the telephone. So here are my top 3 tips for you today. Number 1, know your value. So before we get the telephone, we need to know what we can do for somebody. So know inside out, upside down your product, service or solution. Know what it can do for a client. Know what pain point they'll be going through and what this does for them. Understand the value that it brings to them. Know how it sits amongst the competitors, so know that if your client doesn't buy it for you, where else could they buy it from and what the differences are. You need to be full of self-worth and you know what, this is great, I want to help more people. So immerse your brain in all those happy customer conversations, all those case studies that you have where people felt good, saved money, made money, whatever it might be, save time, because that's going to build you up, that's going to give you confidence. And guess what, on the phone, you need to sound confident and certain. Because if you're not confident and certain, they certainly won't be. Number 2, your intent. So when you pick up the phone, your intent needs to be one of service to them, be beside them. That's how you need to think. I'm here to serve you, not below them, but you're here to understand them. So seek to understand. So your intent is, the more I can understand you, the more I know how I can serve you. That's what needs to be going through your brain. When your intent is like that, you naturally become more present. You listen better. You ask more investigative questions. You're curious. Your care factor goes up. And guess what? Your client can feel it. They know if you're selling at them or beside them trying to help them. And that's all that sales is, right? Sales is helping. Your client can feel the difference. And then what happens is you become the trusted advisor and then you become the solution provider. So number 2, that's your intent. Number 3, mind your language. So I'm hearing a lot of, I know times are bad right now, you probably don't want to buy this with us right now, but when things get better, there's reps embedding in the client's brain that times are tough. Now, I'm not saying don't empathize, but there's an empathy where you join the client in the ditch. Don't join them in the ditch. You can't help them if you're in the ditch. So before you get on the call, make sure that you've cut off media for at least half an hour, that you're immersed in, positive situations, and you know that is money around, because that's going to change the language that you're going to use. Because what you want to do is reframe that client, bring that client up and be one of service to them. So no more of this, I know times are bad, my brother's out of work as well, you probably want to wait till you've got more money. Don't embed negativity, because if you're thinking that negative stuff, you'll project it. So basically, mind your language really means make sure that you don't have that language in your head to start off with. So there's my top 3 tips for you today. Click on the blog for more tips or join us on our next webinar where we are talking about how to polish your telephone techniques to win more sales.